everyone, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now Greenlim Studio. I'm Hina Gambhir. Let's get started with some big breaking news that we have at this point in time, and this one is related to monsoon session of Parliament. Sources are telling Times Now that the opposition is unlikely to participate in the discussion on anti-paper leak bill today. Instead, opposition parties are expected to continue pressing their demand for accountability from Union Home Minister over the July 20 student protest incident, setting the stage for another confrontation in the Parliament. So this is the latest update that we have at this point in time. We are looking at another stormy session, stormy day as far as the monsoon session of Parliament is concerned. Since the Education Minister has resigned, the hope was that the opposition will allow the House to function and we will see a debate, in fact, on the anti-paper leak bill that the government plans to present today in the Parliament. But what we have learned is that opposition is unlikely to participate in this discussion. Let's go across to Sabyasachi joining us live right now for more on this. Sabyasachi, give us more details. What is going to be the strategy of the opposition? Because till about Friday, the opposition's first demand was resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, and the opposition said once that happens, only then a debate can happen in the Parliament. But now it seems that the opposition is shifting the goalpost.
Well, that's right. See, the opposition who held the meeting of all the floor leaders of the opposition party, they are of the view that they have to ask for more accountability from the central government. They have to ask accountability from the Home Minister, and they have to ask for an apology from the Prime Minister. Now, the opposition feels that the use of lethal weapons against the student, against the youth who are the future of the country is not done. In fact, leader of opposition himself, when the student had called off the protest, he pointed out that this is not done, and whether it is the Prime Minister or the Home Minister, they must be held accountable. And that is the reason why today a series of adjournment motion under Rule 267 was given by several members of Parliament from the Congress Party and other opposition parties in both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, asking for an immediate discussion. Now, what we are learning from the sources is that within the opposition also there are certain differences, because there are other opposition, the non-Congress parties, who feel that the resignation of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan was a win for us, but to continue to stretch this issue would not be gaining for them. So under these circumstances, they should allow the House to function, because it is rare that the government has agreed for a discussion under Rule 267, and it is important that we must also listen what the government has to say regarding the anti-paper leak. Though the speakers have been announced from the NDA side who are going to speak, mostly the young member of Parliament, but the opposition will continue to raise slogans, will continue to create disruption, because they say that there are several videos across the social media where women protesters are being assaulted by police officials.
Sabyasachi, I'm interrupting you there. Please stay on with us. Proceedings in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha have begun. Let's cut across to see what's happening.
मैं सदन में व्यवस्था दे चुका हूं कि प्रश्नकाल के अंदर कोई भी मुद्दे और विषय को नहीं उठाया जाएगा। प्रश्नकाल में केवल माननीय सदस्य जिनके प्रश्न लगे हैं उनके प्रश्न के उत्तर सरकार देगी। ये एक जवाबदेही व्यवस्था का प्रश्न है और प्रश्नकाल में सरकार की जवाबदेही होती है और महत्वपूर्ण विषय, कठिनाई, चुनौतियों पर, वैश्विक मुद्दों पर भी और देश के मुद्दों पर भी प्रश्नकाल में जवाब दिया जाता है। मेरा आपसे आग्रह है, प्रश्नकाल चलाने में सहयोग पैदा करें। आप प्रश्नकाल में गतिरोध पैदा कर सदन के अंदर ये अच्छा प्रयास नहीं है। माननीय सदस्यगण, मैं फिर माननीय सदस्य से आग्रह करता हूं, ये सदन है जो दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र है, इसकी मर्यादाएं इसकी मर्यादाएं और इसकी सारी व्यवस्थाओं की जिम्मेदारी सभी माननीय सदस्यों की है। मैं कुछ दिनों से माननीय सदस्यों के व्यवहार आचरण को देख रहा हूं। ये सदन की मर्यादाओं के आचरण के अनुरूप नहीं है, ये उचित नहीं है। मैं फिर आपसे आग्रह कर रहा हूं, ऐसे माननीय सदस्यों के खिलाफ मुझे कार्रवाई करनी पड़ेगी जो सदन की मर्यादाओं परंपराओं को समाप्त करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। आप जाइए अपने अपने सदन बैठिए, ये सदन है, सदन की मर्यादा बनाना रखना आपकी जिम्मेदारी है, इसकी प्रतिष्ठा बनाए रखने की जिम्मेदारी आपकी है। आप संवाद करो, चर्चा करो, महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दों पर बात करो, लेकिन तख्तियां लेकर आना ये उचित नहीं है। आप प्रश्नकाल में गतिरोध पैदा करना चाहते हैं, आपके प्रश्न हैं, महिला सांसद के प्रश्न हैं। सदन की कार्रवाई आज 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
All right, so amid heavy sloganeering, Lok Sabha, the lower house of the parliament, stands adjourned till 12 o'clock. So we saw another day of complete chaos and disruption in the parliament. As a result, the lower house, in fact, has been adjourned till 12 o'clock. Let's go across to my colleague Sabyasachi, joining us live right now for more on this. Sabyasachi, now, you know, once again, on day 6 of the monsoon session of parliament, we saw heavy sloganeering continuing. The point really is that what will end this deadlock? Okay, before I get you to respond to that, let's see what's happening in Rajya Sabha.
Leading personalities, again and again we are raising this. See, I have to go by the rules or I have to break the rules, you tell me.
In this house only, Honorable Deputy Chairman, he told in some important occasions,
Rarest of the rarest occasion, then only it is possible.
This is a rarest subject.
The rarest of the rarest should be consensus of the whole house. It is not there what I can do.
It is never happened in the history of India that the boys were beaten and they were dragged. The palace.
House is getting again to make arrangements
And
well known.
Amit Shah is responsible.
Sloganeering, even the upper house of the parliament has been adjourned till 12 o'clock. Let's go across to my colleagues joining us live right now. We have Pragya as well as Sabyasachi live with us. Pragya, to you first. Both houses stand adjourned till 12 o'clock. It was a very, very important day today because the government was planning to present this anti-paper leak bill. A debate, I believe, was also supposed to happen. But amid sloganeering, you know, it seems like it's going to be yet another day that we saw last week, similar to what we saw last week.
Absolutely, and in fact, if you know, the Speaker Lok Sabha, Mr. Om Birla, he has given a statement in the House today saying that he has given some system and some vyavastha in the House that let the question hour be be informed, and also let the question hour be run smoothly, because there are many MPs who want to take up their very significant, crucial public-related issue during this particular session. But looks like that the opposition is not relenting at all. It looks like that the opposition is adamant on seeking a statement from Mr. Amit Shah, Union Home Minister, on atrocities that have been committed on the students. So this is exactly the standoff between the opposition and Treasury benches right now. And in fact, we are given to understand that Congress and opposition, including Samajwadi Party, will keep on their stance of seeking accountability from Mr. Amit Shah on the lathi charge that had happened on students. And in fact, they're saying, despite the Treasury benches, assurance that this bill is for the students, for the well-being of the students, and giving a solution to paper leaks, opposition is not relenting at all. It looks like that these are the scenes that we are going to witness, even when Lok Sabha sits again at 12 p.m. today.
Right, but Pragya, the point is, what is going to be government's strategy to end this impasse?
Well, the government is reaching out to the opposition, and in fact, Speaker has also reached out to the opposition. The government has said that this is a very important bill. We need to look at this particular bill in totality, and we need to discuss and debate. It is during the debate that you can always raise whatever questions you have, but you can't keep on changing goalposts. So we are given to understand that government will again reach out to the opposition. Speaker may be, calling the floor leaders meeting in his chamber again to seek cooperation from the opposition parties, but whether they will do that or not is yet to be seen. And what is the government stand? The government only has one option then to table the bill amid the ruckus and chaos, and also, to start the debate even if they do not participate in that particular debate.
Right.
Let's see whether.
Okay, Pragya, stay on with us. Let me go across to Sabyasachi as well. Sabyasachi, help us understand in this disruption that we are witnessing in both houses almost on a daily basis. Is the opposition united, or is it just, say, Congress, Samajwadi Party and a few other political parties which are still part of the India bloc who are of the view that disruption is the need of the hour, or are all opposition parties united in this particular issue?
Well, see, if you look at both the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha in the last week, Rajya Sabha functioned for only 94 minutes and the Lok Sabha functioned for only 94 minutes and the Rajya Sabha functioned over 100 minutes. Now, there are certain differences as far as the India bloc is concerned, because the Congress party, who is spearheading the India bloc, they are of the view that this has never happened in the history, that pellet guns have been used against the student and the youth who are the future of the country. And in fact, it is a leader of opposition himself who had told all the opposition leaders that this must be raised inside the house, and the central government should be held accountable, because who authorized the use of pellet guns? Did the Home Minister authorized it, or did the Home Minister also authorized the police to wear civil uniforms on 28 July? So these are some of the questions which the opposition are demanding answer, and there are, yes, some smaller opposition parties who are of the view that we should let the House function, because it is rare that under Rule 267 that the central government has agreed for a discussion. So it is important. Yes, Dharmendra Pradhan has given a resignation. It is a win for us, but we can't carry it forward. We had to let the House function, because this is an important bill which will put across details of the larger reforms as far as education sector is concerned.
Right. So till Friday, the focus of the opposition was resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, and now, viewers, the opposition parties have decided that they will stall parliament proceedings. They are demanding a statement from Home Minister Amit Shah over the way police acted on 20th of July when CJP supporters had a Parliament Chalo march. Stay on with us, Pragya, as well as Sabyasachi. Let's also listen into the reactions that we have.
बड़ा दिन है हम सब के लिए, क्योंकि बहुत महत्वपूर्ण एग्ज़ाम को लेकर के जो घटनाएं हुए हैं, मोदी जी ने बहुत बड़ा बड़ा कदम भी उठाया, घोषणाएं भी की, लेकिन आज पक्का एक बिल लेकर के जो आ रहे हैं, आज पहले लोकसभा में टेबल करेंगे। तो हम चाहते हैं कि सारा पार्टी, चाहे अपोजिशन हो, सरकार के हो, सब इसमें चर्चा में भाग लेना चाहिए। एग्जाम पेपर लीक को लेकर के इतना कठोर कानून बना रहे हैं, इसमें अगर चर्चा नहीं करेंगे और डिस्टर्ब करेंगे तो अच्छा मैसेज नहीं जाएगा।
मैंने सुना है कि अभी भी एफआईआर फाइल कर रहे हैं बिहार में, बंगाल में स्टूडेंट्स के खिलाफ। ये मैंने सुना है, वेरीफाइड नहीं है अभी। तो मतलब फिर फायदा क्या हुआ?
So those were the reactions we got at this point in time. Let's go back to my colleagues who continue to be with us at this point in time, Sabyasachi as well as Pragya. Sabyasachi, I'll come to you in a bit, but Pragya, we just heard this reaction from Union Minister Kiren Rijiju, who is saying that now the focus, of course, is going to be on this anti-paper leak bill. But with the kind of scenes we witnessed in both houses a short while ago, how will the government be able to even introduce this particular bill?
Well, the introduction of the bill is going to be amid the chaos and also the ruckus. And in fact, what we are given to understand that government is likely to introduce this particular bill around 12 soon as the Lok Sabha sits, because the introduction is very important. And in fact, we are also given to understand that government will also appeal to the opposition to participate in the discussion and debate of this particular bill if they have any suggestions or if they have any objections. they can also raise that during the debate in the parliament, so that opposition later on cannot blame governments for not having opposition's point of view inside the bill. We are given to understand that the bill is going to be placed in the parliament around 12 today.
Right. Stay on with us, Pragya. Let's go back to Sabyasachi as well, who also continues to be at this point in time. Sabyasachi, now the point really is that what will happen when the session resumes, when the houses reconvene at 12 o'clock this afternoon? Has anybody from the opposition come out of the parliament, and what is going to be their strategy going forward?
Well, see, the decision that has been taken at the meeting of the opposition parties, they want to continue with the pressure tactics. In fact, the opposition is saying that the pressure tactics is part of the democracy, and it is extremely important that pressure is maintained over the central government. Now, the opposition united are sharing the same view that the use of lethal weapons against the youth and the students cannot be just ignored, and the central government has to be held accountable, and Union Home Minister Amit Shah has to held accountable, and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi should apologize in front of the House. Now, these two are the core demands as far as the Congress party and the other opposition parties are concerned. Yes, there are differences, but the opposition say that for the larger good, it is important that the deadlock remains and the pressure tactics from the opposition party continues. So once the House resumes again at 12 p.m., we are continue to see ruckus and sloganeering from the opposition parties.
Right. Stay on with us, Sabyasachi, as well as Pragya. More political reactions, in fact, coming in about the proceedings in the parliament. Listen in to Shougata Roy.
गुड मैन तो टास्क फोर्स बना तो ठीक है, लेकिन अभी भी जो अपोजिशन का मांग है पूरा नहीं हुआ। हम प्रधानमंत्री से माफी चाहते हैं और अमित शाह को ये पेलेट फायरिंग के लिए उसको निंदा करते हैं। ये दोनों बात भी उठेगा। हमारा तो 9:45 में मीटिंग है, उसमें हम सब ये सब बात पे फैसला करेंगे। हम तो विरोधी दल है, कोर्ट नहीं है, सबूत देना हमारा काम नहीं है।
अभी तो फिलहाल जो छात्र नौजवानों के साथ कई जगह पर सरकार केस करा रही है, मुकदमे लिखा रही है। सरकार को चेतना को चुनौती नहीं देनी चाहिए, और सरकार के लिए चेतना ही चुनौती बन गई। और अभी तो बात हम सब पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के लीडर बैठ के बात करेंगे क्या तय करना है।
And viewers, while ruckus ensued inside the parliament, former Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan was welcomed by BJP MPs when he reached parliament. In fact, on the other hand, slogans were raised against him by opposition MPs. And we'll get you those visuals as well in just a bit, when for the first time we saw Dharmendra Pradhan, after he tendered his resignation on Saturday, he reached the parliament today. He was in fact welcomed by the BJP MPs, by NDA MPs. And look at those visuals that we have at this point in time. And slogans, in fact, were raised by the opposition at the same time. And Sabyasachi is live with us at this point in time. Sabyasachi, did Dharmendra Pradhan say anything after reaching the parliament today? Of course, he has all the support of BJP MPs and several union ministers as well. And this was clearly visible on the day he resigned on social media as well. All of them were in fact putting out posts in support of Dharmendra Pradhan, talking about how he has done a lot of work for the party and for the country in the capacity of an education minister.
Well, that's right. See, today when former Union Minister Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan entered the Parliament, on one hand, there was these opposition leaders who were continuously raising slogans against Dharmendra Pradhan. But you had the leaders of the BJP as well as other political parties of the NDA extending their support to Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. We have seen the day he resigned, all the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party have been standing right behind him. All of them have posted about the work that he has done in the education sector, specifically the reforms that he has brought in regarding the national education policy. So everybody has congratulated him, and the message that the BJP has been sending is that they stand firmly behind Dharmendra Pradhan. The resignation part is because of the larger picture, is because of national interest as well as security concern. And in the past also we have seen that the BJP, when they decided to take back the 3 farm bills, and later now they have decided to take the resignation of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. So the BJP says that for us, the interest of the youth and the students are the topmost priority. The post of any individual does not matter or does not hold that much importance. Our priority of the students, and that is the reason why a series of decisions within a couple of days has been taken by the government, whether it is sacking the Secretary of the Education Ministry or rejigging the NTA. And the challenge that the government they have in front of them is to establish the trust of the people as far as the Education Ministry is concerned, and also to make sure that the overhaul of the NDA as well as the problem that particularly lies within the NDA are sorted as soon as possible.
Right. Sabyasachi, please stay on with us. In fact,